Hi, I'm Helena Lloyd. I'm the executive producer for Pop House TV. And during our travels, I have the most wonderful time trying to find new places that I can eat. I'm gluten-free, soy-free, GMO-free, and one of the biggest discoveries that I've made this past summer was at the Thorndale meat market with Trey Felton. I was driving by, I don't know if you remember, something told me go back because I hardly ever see a meat market anywhere. And I came back and I discovered that a lot of your foods are in fact organic, the meats. And I know that whenever I'm traveling, I actually make my travel arrangements around this place and around the Rainbow Courts Motel because I can buy here and go there and fix it, or sometimes, I mean, we've actually done steaks, we've done ribs, but I am so proud of you and your business and what you're doing. I think that one of the reasons why I wanted to do this is I want to let other people know how good this place is. Now, tell me the one thing that makes your food different is that you cold smoke.
Yes.
Okay, tell me what that is.
Okay, cold smoke is actually with one of our sausage products that goes all the way back to Germany hundreds of years ago. It was a way to preserve the meat, and it's actually a very healthy way to do it.
So less grease, or I mean, wow, okay.
Well, you don't end up cooking it. You just basically apply smoke to it, which has a preservative effect on the meat.
Wow.
But also a lot of your natural enzymes and things like from your honey are still present in the final product because they're never cooked out. So you get a lot more flavor in the meat
That's
because it's
why.
just not melted out of it.
Well, I can tell you that whenever I've driven by here and you're already closed, I make a lot of people upset because I'm not driving home with it. So I love the fact that, and it's the flavor. That's what God is. It's the flavor. I've never had flavor this deep, and it's not overpowering. It's perfect. Now, tell me a little bit about your business, because I know that your family has been in this area for how long?
Oh, well, on my mom's side, since at least the 1890s. On my dad's side, going back to probably right after the Civil War.
Wow.
So that's been a long time.
And they were actually in the business also, okay?
On my dad's side was mostly cattlemen. And
Okay.
my mom's side, they had a hog farm. They made sausage. They were butchers and things like that. My great-grandpa, Rodenbeck, basically a first-generation American. He a German immigrant. He had a house building business, concrete mill, feed mill, and things like that. So. Yeah, they did all kind of stuff to survive back then, during the Great Depression. But,
Now, when did you open this location up?
2011. So this is our 6th year.
So what's in the works?
Well, we are doing 2 big projects this year. One is we're doubling our production capacity for our cold smoked sausage, building a new processing facility, and the other is we're taking one of the old warehouses next door and making it into a beer garden.
I love that.
Yes, it's going to be cool.
I love that. I know that we toured it a little while ago, and you're going to have a stage. It's a restaurant. I love the look on the inside.
Yes.
When do you think that we'll be looking at possibly grand opening for that? Because I want to be here.
Yes. At the latest, my birthday, May 13th, so that's coming.
Well, there you go. I guess it's something. I'm going to put that. So May 13th, everybody come down, and we're going to celebrate Trey Felton's birthday. That sounds good?
That sounds good to me.
Good. Now, tell me about, because I am Pop House TV, one of the things that I want to make sure that I get before I leave here, and we leave tomorrow, so we got plenty of time, is if anybody is traveling, and they were traveling with animals or dogs, they can actually, there's a front porch area, they can actually come out to the front porch, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's paw friendly on the outside?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm a dog owner myself, cat owner, I own all types of animals in addition to livestock. So, yeah, we have this whole city block, and you and I talked about having an actual pet zone.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I hope it's a Paw Pals pet zone.
Yes.
Okay, because I think that's awesome, and you know that I travel with my dogs as well.
Yep.
And another thing too is that you've got bones. Like I could literally buy dog bones here. I love that. Is there a price, or is it by donation?
We just kind of do donation. We put a suggested price, $1.99 a pound. I mean, it's pretty cheap, but yeah.
Well, I can't go home without it. Yeah. One, I can't go home without ribs for my husband, Steven. And 2, I can't go home without dog bones for the dogs because they're going to be upset. Now, I noticed, too, that you have a pretty big wine selection here. Tell me about that.
It's mostly all Texas wine. There's actually a gentleman from Rockdale just up the road that owns a winery in Georgetown, and he's one of our biggest ones. It's Georgetown Winery. Right
Which
here.
one is that?
He's right here.
Wow.
That's, Dan and Becca Mark, and excellent wine. Now they've actually also helped Walker Honey make their mead, their honey wine, and we carry all of that label. They're about 15 miles from here as well. And then we've got some from the Hill Country, from Lameda, which is Fiesta Winery. So I'd say 95% of our wines is Central Texas, and we got a few California wines. You know, we got an Italian Moscato, but
Okay.
as much as I can. There's plenty of good wine in Texas.
In Texas, I totally agree. I totally agree. Now, I know that a lot of people don't know that you're just not a meat market and wine, but you also have your own line of spices and rubs.
Right.
And one of the things that I loved about that is that a lot of the spices that you buy or that are actually in there are, in fact, organic.
Yes. Yes, we mix them all by hand. We use, whole ingredients as much as possible. We don't put any type of preservatives in our seasonings or our sauces. So if you look at the label, you'll just find whole ingredients. And we do that with our sauces, our barbecue sauce, all of our barbecue and steak seasonings. And it's a growing line. We probably have about 12 right now. And we have more recipes than we know.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I absolutely love it. I mean, that steak rub was amazing. It's still amazing. I still have a big bottle of it. So we're talking about so many different things that you're doing. So on May 13th, Trey, so this Trey Felton, the owner of Thorndale Meat Market in Thorndale, Texas. On May 13th, we're going to be back.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to celebrate your birthday large.
And Ryan will be here playing. Ryan, if he's still here, he might have taken off. Hey, Ryan. I'll introduce him if that's all right.
Is because you actually have live entertainment on the weekends here as well.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like a gem.
Yeah.
And whenever you're driving by, you don't think that you can actually stop, that you're going to eat, that you can, buy meat, that you can buy wine, and that on the weekends, on Saturdays, right? You actually have live music. Mm-hmm. And that's something that's going to go into the new building as well. Yes. The fact that we're going to be able to actually really have live entertainment throughout the night. I think you're the only one in the area, right? This is it.
Really, live music venues. There's one about 10 miles from here north, Apache Pass, that has live music. But yeah, there's not really much around this area for grown-ups to do. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. So I just want to thank you for continuing to feed me healthy. I know that I do a lot better whenever I eat here. And everybody that travels with me that knows that I get in trouble otherwise, and it kind of knocks me out sometimes for a month. Yeah. So you're so important to me and my health, and also to what I have to keep my energy up to do what I do. So I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate how much care that you take. But you are a pretty outstanding businessman, and I wish you nothing but the very, very best.
I appreciate that.
Okay, good. Well, I really mean it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I know I love him. So Catalina Lloyd, I'm executive producer for Pop House TV. Just wishing you the very, very best. I hope that this is your best year yet, and we will continue coming here. I can't eat anybody else's ribs. Isn't that horrible? I can't. We all compare it. So if you're in the Thorndale area, or if you're not in the Thorndale area and you're at least an hour away, it's worth the travel. Okay. So thank you so much for being with us. Okay. Catalina Lloyd, Pop House TV. Thank you so much.